will have it on my panel who I want to engage with, just like everybody else. I don't fucking tell other people who they can and can't talk to. Like I said in that stream, if Velle wants to have degenerates on there, that's up to him. But I won't be coming on there to talk to degenerates.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
But they want you on there doing that.
I mean, talk about sensibly about a proper conversational piece, that's different. But I am not going to go on there to talk about personals, to fucking take the piss out of Easy in the way that he fucking speaks, or to try and fucking prove I'm better than anybody else. I know that I'm better than a lot of these people, in my opinion. And not one of these cunts is going to knock that out of me. Not one.
Madness. But yeah, you know, look, they've had their little bit of fun. Good for them. Crack on. It's not going to make one iota of a difference.
No, not really. It's not going to make any difference to where I go. Oh, Jedi's not
once
going
again,
he knows
just
it's
once
low,
again, show what a bunch of shallow, illiterate morons they are. Someone sent me a video. Someone sent me this. Someone sent me that.
Yeah, well, if people call that breaking the truce, then all of the streams that he gave to Kaylee and said you can use any of them, laughing while she played stuff before we made the truce and all the slagging off.
Yeah. See how sneaky that was.
Including the bit where Velle had come onto your show then, yeah? Well, I consider that breaking the truce, Dave. And you the other day talking to Velle and lying and saying that I have categorically said that Una woman is definitely Wendy when I've never said that. I said I can't say definitively.
That.
Yeah? At the end of the day, I consider that breaking the truce. And to be honest, Dave, let me just make it perfectly clear. The truce is well and truly over. Say whatever you like, Dave, but I'll talk your name whenever I feel like it, and I will tell Simone truth.
Yeah. I knew he wouldn't keep to it anyway. And he found a very sneaky way around it. Well, I can't talk about them, but I'm going to allow other people to on my behalf, because that's basically what he did. But, you know.
Right, so let's do a review of Velle's then. Velle won't strike you, I know he won't. He won't strike you, he don't do strikes.
What bit?
Well, apparently the bit that they were talking about me that you told me about, where they're all saying that I'm meant to be dream team. Let's see what they've got to say.
Okay.
I mean, what the fuck is even dream team anyway?
Exactly.
Ain't it a bunch of fucking things pretending to be trolls? I'm not a troll. I never have been a troll.
Well, it's Dream Team is a joke.
Yeah, go on.
Oh, sorry, no, Dream Team is basically a joke, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah. Exactly, bleeding. I mean, I'm not being funny. If these people missed the part where I told fucking Brian to fuck off after he insulted Moon the other week. If they missed the part where I said, and by the way, Brian, don't you think you need to pay bleeding money? These people only hear what they fucking think they can hear.
Yeah, but these people, they seem to think it's some sort of insult. It's just fucking immature. They're all in their own shitty little groups that we could stick a label on. You know, there's Dave and his pissy pant group. So what do we call them? The pissy pant team. We can all do that.
Pissy pants, you are funny.
Well, they're all like dweebs, aren't they? His girl group.
Yeah. But Dave literally is always just pissing his fucking pants every time. Oh, someone said my name. Oh, quick, let's do a live stream because someone said my name.
He gets it all twisted, which is what that live stream that Danny Oakes-Jones played, by the way, proved. If you're someone with a bit of sense, you can actually see that it proves that he thought. No evidence at all.
Actually, that reminds me, there's a couple of channels have gone. 2 or 3 channels have just disappeared.
Who? Oh.
Queermish.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, I'll put it in the back. Yeah.
Yeah, there's one there that needs a few strikes on that as well. Dupes, you need to go and strike that one. Easy needs to go and strike that one.
Oh, which one? Put it in there for me.
Okay.
You're going to need to email me, Moon, because right now my phone will freeze if I go.
All right.
Oops.
You know, but I don't understand. I wasn't even online today. This is no joke. I'm here with my mum. You heard my mum speak earlier.
Yeah, they don't like it. They want to know where you are and what you're doing every waking hour. How dare you go elsewhere? How dare you leave their circle?
No, I'm serious. I'm such a bad person, but at least I can speak to my mum.
So.
Oh man, look, it's please.
Oh my God, Bunga Bunga, me and you think alike. Must be Italian in us.
I want to give the fact that she said that it was me that made that story up about motion, and I had nothing to do with that. It was her,
you could tell.
Yeah.
And you could tell with the way it came out. Oh, yes, and right, well, we should tell you that was actually Wendy who did that. And Hector was like, yeah. I thought, that was so fucking fake. I don't even know. I wasn't even around for the motion story, but I could just tell by you lot now saying this fucking, Wendy made it up. That's a complete lie. They cannot lie.
Yep.
So you've just heard Base Luke, so I don't really know the story, but you can just tell.
Yeah.
You don't know nothing there. So someone once came on to Velle's. Victoria West confirmed that, by the way, in the live chat on the day that it happened, but then denied it later using Danny Oakes-Jones. Right? But she did confirm that she heard it. Someone came on and made the allegation to motion, and then there was whispers and fucking allegations that were going around. Wendy was not the only person that told me that's what she heard. There were several other people that also said about it. So the only lie is that I said that it was Wendy when actually it was a collective of people that had told me it was fucking hearsay, and one of the people that gave that hearsay, that was Wendy. That's not a lie, it's a fucking truth, and I would stop fucking talking as if she's never lied in her life. They all know she, but they convince themselves be me that's the lie, because at the end of the day they're all fucking jealous cunts. That's the bottom line. Go on, carry on.
Wendy's the biggest fucking liar on here, so I wouldn't even worry about that.
Do you know Wendy actually told me that Rob was on his channel, and they've all denied that as well. Wendy actually told me, I'm going to find my messages, Moon, and I'm going to send them all to you, right? Because I've got messages in text of Wendy telling me, do not go on to Russ's show, right? Do not go over there because they're a paedophile ring and they've got paedophiles on there. careful. She's forgotten all the bullshit and lies that she's told me over the years. Yeah, so go on, let's carry on.
Yeah, she forgets a lot of what she said.
Okay, but tomorrow she'll deny that.
Yeah,
I mean, Motion wasn't the first, was it? I mean, it was Zikos. I mean, remember, Zikos was the first one she ever accused of trying to rape her. I remember that well.
Fucking class action lawsuit.
Stop. How could I accuse someone of trying to rape me if I've never fucking met them in the real world? Where that happened?
Yeah.
What actually happened was he came into a side chat, and like Taffy has done to Esau, like Serge has done to somebody else on the Not Jedi's panel, like Serge done to Jedi. He came in the side chat and he was angry with me because I didn't like Betty and he was a big fan of Betty's at the time, and he said, I'm going to come round your house and rape you. And me being a bigger person, knowing that it was only fucking threats in the side chat, which were quite disgusting, waited until I see him on a live stream and I pulled him up for it. Ralph Masalamani, who is a big troll, by the way, got himself involved and said that I was making it up. And because people didn't like me, they wanted to say that I was making it up. So carry on.
At this point.
Yeah, exactly. So people have got, I mean, Ultra, you've got a lot to take into consideration with your moral standards and everything, you know?
Yeah, Ned. Well, I'm getting surprisingly a lot of support in side chat. Actually, I mean, it's quite, which I find very heartening. Look, I mean,
it. You know what though? All right, but that's it's okay though, isn't it? Yeah, because the same sort of thing is if we're just gonna say his only words, we gotta stick by his only words all the time, right?
Yeah, okay. Oh no, yeah. Look, no. I know.
Only words, yeah?
No, I know, and you can say, yeah.
Right.
I know. Okay, you got me.
That's
You
what I'm
got me.
saying.
Okay, what do you want?
If we start, because like we said, yeah. When fires start getting lighted in the other direction, yeah, it's one bag of tears, isn't it? Oh, you called me this, and this, and that.
I've never cried like that on the street.
No, not you. Yeah. Talking about grot bags, isn't it? Yeah, where Bretty started fucking letting off her tears and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like.
So this is another misconception that Velle's got. He thinks, right, and this is a running joke in our family actually. Years ago, my mum used to get called grot bags by people, right, kids, right, grandchildren for a joke because she dressed up once as her, right? I'm not even joking. My mum was awake now. I'd make her come on and actually confirm that, right? But the truth is, he thinks that that's why I got upset on that stream. No. I got upset on that stream because he fucking bowed to the pressure of Motion, who fucking misread the situation and said that I'd said something that I didn't say. So what was happening was, he was on the stream. I can't remember the other bloke's name now. Was it Wabfunk? No, it was the other one, I think. But someone come on and was going on at him about having a white wife. And I come on and I said something to him. I can't even remember what it was now, but something along the lines of, I asked him a question, knowing full well what he would answer. I think I said something like, are you proud of your wife? Knowing the full well that he would answer yes. And I was going to say, so why are you bothered what these people are saying? Because if you're proud of it, your wife, don't have it from Wabfunk. But he, it wasn't me who insulted him, it was Wabfunk or whoever it was. I think it was Wabfunk or whatever. He took out his anger on what someone else said and insulted him on me. Yeah? And I got upset because he took it out on me and I went away. He thinks it's because he called me that particular name. No. It's because he fucking used all his anger towards somebody else and tried to portray me as the person that had offended him. And then when Motion ran with that and went around lying about me, he actually allowed it to be believed. when it weren't the truth. So, yeah, go on, carry on.
Oh, you got me wrong, man. But then, if you want to...
What the fuck was that?
You've got 9 ether on there.
What the fuck was that? How old is this woman?
Exactly. Childish and immature. And this is exactly why I don't want to go on his show.
Oh, my God,
because
that's embarrassing.
Yeah, it is embarrassing, isn't it? They think that is what I'm upset about. So she thinks that that's what I'm upset about. So she keeps calling me names. Listen, 9 ether is not a looker. People pretend that she is. I don't know why they do. I really
but
don't
even
understand.
a 2-year-old can call people names. She needs to fucking grow up, silly cunt.
Yeah, but no, I don't understand it myself. I think it's because she's got very low self-esteem, okay? And she propagates that black women are laughed at for their looks and people should feel sorry for them. Meanwhile, she does all that, but at the same time, she absolutely loves herself. She is not a looker. She's not ugly, but she's not a looker. She's not... You wouldn't look at her and go, whoa, definitely. No, you wouldn't. So...
Well, listen, any bloke listening to a woman behaving like that, they're not going to be interested. I mean, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Do your 10 million year children fucking the great-great-grandchildren and shit. It's like, oh yeah, it's only words. You know, it's like, bro, you can't be like that for everything.
Yeah, with respect, Velle, I mean, you're an atheist as far as I know. Do you take any of that to heart, really? You know?
Mm-hmm. It's the intention behind it.
No, I don't take none of it to heart. I actually don't believe none of it. But what it is, is that like I'm trying to say, the point was that the first point what I made, did it like.
Right. So they're moaning about what Hector said, but saying
Hector said.
Yeah.
No, they played Hector saying it.
Yeah. So why are they making it look like I said it? If they think that I'm going to go against husband, I never am. And at the end of the day, Hector said it because they'd all been running streams and fucking taking the piss out of something that actually happened to Hector's niece. Do they not get that?
Yeah, but the thing is that they've already discussed all this a zillion times, but they're forgetting all the shit that Wendy's come out with and Luke's come out with. Wendy told a trans woman to go and kill herself, but that's all right. She sat taking the piss out of suicide, but that's all right. The hypocrisy of these people is, they're just a fucking joke.
Yeah, they are. They're selectively outraged. And this is why Velle's up in his feelings. Yeah, Velle's butthurt and he's up in his feelings at the moment. So he will use all these people that don't like me to make out that he's in the right...
ego. Yeah.
But he's not in the right position. And none of these people... I can hold my hands up and say, sometimes I've said horrible things to people who've said horrible things to me. At least I can hold my hands up and say, I've actually apologised to people online. None of these people have.
No, but it's just more fucking pissy pants, isn't it? Crying, whinging, moaning.
Yes. Yeah. So go and play some more.
You need to be like that with everything, innit? Like, you can't be crying when fucking I'm burning fire on you, but like it's okay when you're letting off your fucking machine gun.
Yeah, but then I say likewise, Mr. Velle. Absolutely likewise, yeah? Because you can't moan at one person for saying something a bit out of order, and you're sitting with people who have said far worse or equally as bad. See? Not clever.
Yeah, but it's not that. Moon. Let's get the order of events. He sat on 9 ethers, taking the mick and laughing along with other people at the situation to do with Hector's niece.
Yeah.
Before I attacked him. Don't make out I attacked him and then he done that. No, that's bollocks.
No, they did it first. Yeah, he did it first. Yeah.
Yes, so let's get the order of offence. So my answer to him would be, Velle, don't sit there pretending, oh, you can't cry and then don't like it when you get bum fire. You got bum the fire.
Yeah.
And then you cried, then you went all the way up to Trafalgar Square like a big fat tart, making out you wanted to fucking have a boxing fight with Hector. What's that all about, mate? You was in Elton High Street, Chuck F with Ginger. You could have actually pulled up at our house, right? We're not unreasonable people. You could have pulled up at our house, we could have had a fucking chat about it, and then if you didn't like it, someone could have swung the first punch. But you didn't do that. No, what you wanted to do is you wanted to get in a ring and make out you're Mr. Fit and say, oh, look, they didn't show up. Yeah, because we don't want all the dramatics. Because when you say that we're the drama queens who want all the attention on YouTube, actually, there's some things that you just don't do on YouTube, Velle. We're bigger than that. There's some things that you do behind the scenes. There's grown-up action. But if you want a conversation, Velle, if you want people to pull up without a fucking camera, one-on-one, you're welcome. Everybody knows my address. You're welcome, Velle. Turn up at the door. Knock on the fucking door and we'll have the discussion.
Yeah, and stop fucking crying online.
Exactly. Doing all this for views, you're pathetic. Anyway, keep going on.
At my children. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fuck are you talking about? That?
Yeah, but you don't talk about people's children, do you?
Exactly.
That's the thing about
I've never spoken about anyone's children.
No, and that's the thing about this particular stream, that you don't tend to bitch about other people. You don't tend to bitch about other people's private, personal lives. You don't talk about your personal life. I don't talk about my personal life. There's very little you know about my personal life, because this is about. It seems to me it's always been about.
Well, I don't know this person. I haven't watched much of Velle's at all, but they do sit on there bitching about people's children.
Yeah, they do. And my children have been up for attack from day dot.
Yes.
All because I'm with a black man. Either from the black community, like the Nine Ethers and the Lady Divines, who are jealous because they can't get a fucking man to fucking live with them, let alone fucking shag them, right? The fact of the matter is, or from the white community who think that I shouldn't be with a black man. These people, right, have gone on to Velle's time and time again. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a time it happened on Reels. There was a time it happened on Jedi's. But I have matured past that. And so has Jedi's stream. It's only Velle's stream that allows these downcast, downtrodden, fucking sad, bitter people to go on and slag on. And it seems to me that it's always my family that racked over the coals. And you know why, Moon? I'm proud of my family. I'm not ashamed of them. I'm not ashamed of admitting that I'm with Hector. I'm not ashamed of fucking talking about where I live. I'm not ashamed of my children. I'm proud of my kids. And because of that, they want to knock me down because they're not proud of their kids' achievements.
Yeah, but he's sitting there with Wendy and Luke, who are the worst for talking about people's kids. Who have people on their panel who talk about bumming people's children. So, yeah, this is just fucking amazing.
It is, yeah. It is amazing, and it's sad. It's sad. I think it's sad. I think it's sad that they can't see the reality. And listen, if I try and hold the major high ground and Velle wants to take for these people, I thought he was a bit better than the rest of these on the panel, with the exception of Ned. Who's that other one there? Who's there? Who's the one with the Beckham haircut? That's Nine Ether. So, Nine Ether, Betty, Luke and Wendy, to me, are all degenerates. Ned is a lefty. I don't always see his ideals, but I think he's a little bit above that, although sometimes he can be childish. Velle, I thought, was above all of them four, but apparently not. He's obviously the same level as them. And listen, like I said, I can sort it out with Velle because I do have a little bit more respect for him than I do the others. However, and so can Hector, because we're bigger than that, right? Me and Hector as a couple are bigger than that. But if Velle thinks that we're going to sort it out just for me to come and sit on his channel, no, that ain't going to be happening. Because I don't want to engage with Wendy. She's fake. I don't want to engage with Betty. She's a fake. I don't want to engage with Luke. He's a sellout. He will sell anyone.
Yeah, but wasn't Velle sitting on Dave's calling you a cunt?
Yeah, but I think that was said out of. I think people say things when they're angry. I think people say.
No, I think this was recently.
Oh, I don't know. I've not heard it.
Maybe he's playing to the audience, that kind of thing, as opposed to actually being serious.
Someone said in the chat here that he was.
So the other day when Dave said that somebody had said that Wendy was Una this, Dave said that I doxed Wendy as being this Una lister. Well, number one, I've negatively said that she's Una lister, and number two, I haven't doxed Una because I don't know Una's address.
That isn't what doxing is.
Yeah, exactly.
So Dave again has lied to Velle to manipulate him again. If people can't see this situation, that's up to them. But listen, me and Hector are bigger than scrapping over Velle. I'm not desperate to talk to Velle.
No, but he's obviously desperate to still talk about you with people.
Yeah, because he feels hurt by what I've said about him. That's it. He feels hurt that me and Hector had to go at him, and Hector said what he said when he got angry.
But hang on, he's a full-grown man.
Move. Let's be the bigger.
But when's he going to get over it? Because this has been going on for months. Months. Crying, and more crying for months. You know, and all these things I hear.
Video. Right. Can you go through it a little bit? Because I'm a bit lost with it. I did get it from a little bit, but what have we found that it's her duper?
Well, we've found it. Look, what we found it. Look, there's a woman that follows Robert Lyrack around, basically.
Okay.
Impossible to follow Robert around because he'd been dead since 1977.
Who claims that well, not Robert Lyrack, his family, claims that she had an affair.
Okay, you can't follow his family around. His mum and dad are both deceased, and nobody knows where his brothers and sisters are. And that is for a good reason. Isn't it, Jupiter? Yeah? Now, easy. You know, I don't understand you because you claim that you do nothing and yet you sit and you listen to this kind of shit every day. Now, I don't know what's wrong with this woman, right? I don't know why she's insisting that I'm Una when obviously I'm not Una, okay? So she's just doing it as a joke. She's doing it as a, oh, well, I'll get out of this way. It doesn't get at me. What it does is angers me when people like Easy allow individuals like her to sit there spouting these lies because I've simply told the truth about her. Because that's all I'm guilty of is telling the truth. So let's listen.
Robert Lyrack had his child.
Yeah.
Turns out that she's a Walter Mitty.
Oh, I've never claimed to have. I mean, it makes me feel sick to my stomach. Fucking hell. How do you... Oh, my God, that is so sickening. Is that what goes on in your family, is it? Is that what you lot do? Incest? Is that what you do? Yeah? Because we don't believe in that. We don't think it's right. Huh. Yeah.
She also pretended that she knew stuff about the Blairs and was going to write a book on them, had to be taken to court and told to stop it because she was making stuff up. And also on top of that...
Well, what I'm in the process of doing is finding this woman. And I'm really close. I'm really close to it. I'm really close to finding her. Just like I found the the young boy that Real's dog attacked, yeah? I'm in the process of finding this woman that she's talking about. And when I do find her, I'll be giving her all your details, Upita, right? So you can call this woman Walter Mitty. You can call her what you like, okay? But, yeah, I'm really close to actually finding her. So all of you carry on. You're making an innocent woman out to be me, and it's not me. How could it possibly be me? In the year 2000, she was 50. I was nowhere near that age in the year 2000. You're all mad. You're all sick, mad, twisted individuals. But when I find Una, right, she's going to be listening to this. Then you know, hey ho.
She's made out that she's flown helicopters, that she's been in the military. She worked for Cyril Smith as a cleaner, made allegations that weren't true. She, basically, she's a fantasist. Look it up. There's a whole story there.
Yeah, because obviously...
And all of the things that she's claimed, you could apply to Wendy with the stuff. So Wendy's claimed that she's a therapist. Wendy's claimed that she's a journalist. Wendy's claimed that she's been in the military. Wendy's claimed that she's related to Robert Nyrak. All of these things that she's claimed.
So Jupiter, I have to ask. Do you think that you couldn't possibly do all those things in a lifetime? Is that what it's about? Do you think that it would be impossible to join the military, then become a journalist, then become a mother, then become a therapist? Do you find these things impossible to do in one lifetime? Because, well, what are you? What have you ever done? What have you ever done apart from give birth to children? I mean, that's basically it, isn't it? Yeah, that's about all you've done. But obviously, if you fit a lot into your life, for you, that's totally fantasist land, because you couldn't possibly do that much in your life, because, well, you know, not everyone chooses to have 8 children, right? And then not everyone decides that years later, when those kids want nothing to do with you, to go on YouTube, right, every single fucking day for 5 years. Every day. Even when you was on your jollies, you could not stay off, could you? Yeah. You sad bitch.
The same as what that woman's claimed, except for one thing. She also cut this.
Hello, well, this is my footsie house. The reason I'm just making this little stream is because I heard Moon lie. I heard Moon fucking lie. She said that she knows someone who was in Robert Nyrak's regiment. Right. Liar. Never gonna happen. Biggest liar ever. The clue is in the word regiment. And if people can't work that out, well, I'm afraid I can't say. But Upita, you know, my house is not filthy. Your house is, though. Your house is, with those fucking horrible fucking curtains, and with that horrible fucking lamp thing that stands in the corner from the 1960s. No. But Moon, be careful what you're lying about, yeah? Be very careful what you are lying about. So you said clearly that you knew someone that was in Robert's regiment, and you were going to get in touch with him, and it's all fucking lies. It's hysterically funny. Yeah, just because you two old crows, right, have never had any respect from any men, and you haven't in your lives, I can tell. You're too bitter. You're bitter, twisted individuals, right? Jupiter, I don't care if your fucking mother's coming this weekend or when or whatever. When I say your family don't like you, I'm talking about your actual family, your family, not your mother, your children. They don't like you. Moon, keep going the way you're going, and yeah, you know, trying to get yourself involved in Robert Nairak's life is a very dangerous thing to do, really. Trying to open doors that have been shut tight for years, a very dangerous thing to do. But you carry on, because it's quite interesting what I was listening to with you two. I think I'm going to have to go look at a few people, see what I can find out. It would be good, wouldn't it? But obviously, Upata, right, Upata, you listen to every fucking word I say. You are absolutely losing sleep. In fact, I doubt you're even eating. You're so obsessed. Not a fucking day goes by you cannot mention me. And unfortunately, every time you talk about me, I'm going to have to make a short video about you and your little stupid sidekick. Yeah? Whose photo I've got and will put up again, whether she likes it or not. I mean, I am Una. Yeah? Una Flynn. By the way, I have found her, Jupiter. I found Una. So, and I listened to Kermit's thing, and you talking about bops, right? I don't care about pops. I don't care about pops. I don't care. I've got loads of relatives who live near him. Yeah, and they went round his mother's house. It's not all that. Excuse me. What are you doing getting relatives to go around his mother's house? You're a fucking liar. You and Hector probably got in the car and drove round there. That's what you fucking done. Big fat mama can't mind her own fucking business. And when people react to her, she doesn't fucking like it. Well, you're going to have to get used to it. You big fat cow. I don't care. I don't care. That's all she said for the last 5 days. I don't care about them. I don't care about them. But so if you don't care. Easy, Bleeding Heart, Esau, and Big Mama, Upata have screenshot something from a video of mine, of my living room. Now, according to them, because I've got a red, well, it's not red, it's burgundy sofa, that makes me some sort of BNP person. Is it BNP? Not even sure what they are. But anyway, according to them, that's what it makes me. Okay. Also, because I've got one of those things to keep, I'm rattling it now, right? To keep my vitamin in and to keep my, what's the other thing I have to take? Oh, obviously the thyroid tablet. If I didn't take that, I'd be dead, right? I have to take the thyroid tablet because I don't have a thyroid. And a vitamin B12 tablet. That is some sort of crime. I'm just going to say this, right? Easy, this is your warning. I'll let you off this time. I won't strike you. Do it again, and I will. If you do it again, I will strike you and keep striking you. Oopsie, your day is coming. I've had James knows it's coming. I've told him. So if you want to carry on with your pathetic ways, I can do that to you. I can get some screenshots of your house. Shall I? Shall I get some screenshots of your house and go around and say, well, this looks like a Nazi's living room? Because I'll always remember that clip I found on BitChute where you literally say that we would have been better off if the Germans, right, had won the war. I mean, and in the past I've heard you say that Russia needs to bomb this country. I mean, one needs to wonder. But I find it hysterically funny that she keeps going on about Vellies too. On and on and on she'll go about Vellies. Well, let me tell you something, Jupiter. Because you're jealous that you can't get on there, right? Because you daren't face Velle. That's what it's all about. It must be killing you that I'm on there, that Luke's on there. Anyone else can go on there. Lady Divine, Nine Ether, they can all go on there. But you can't, can you? Because if you go on there, you know Lady Divine, Nine Ether is going to turn up. And not only that, before you get on there, you're going to have to explain something away to Velle about his family, aren't you? And the things that nutty husband said to you. So I just want to say again, there's lots of things I just want to say again. I just want to say again, none of what they claim is a crime for me is, a crime that her son actually spent time in Belmarsh. I would be horrified and ashamed if that was my son, right? For beating up his wife and the children. They made the excuse up about Spice, blah, de, blah, blah. But the fact is he went home, was pissed off and just beat them up. I mean, what kind of man does that? And what kind of mother stands by her son that does that? Forgive me, but hey, I'd like to know. So, because I'm feeling sorry for them, and because I want them to have a good luck, we will go on a little magical mystery tour. So there we go. No, I'm not getting too close to that because there's something hanging on it. I'm not getting too close. Oh, look, movie on there. And then we've got all of this here, right? And behind here, we have angels. And then we got Buddha down there. So find some problems with that. And that's not red, by the way. It's burgundy. And which Bleeding Heart seems to have a problem with, because apparently I've got one wall burgundy and other walls magnolia. And really, is that unusual? In my world, it's not, but there you go. Oh, and Upata. What'd she say? Yeah, she's definitely this Una woman. I haven't seen a video of her saying that she isn't. Well, that's because you're thick and stupid, because I have made a video saying that it's not me, Upata. But you can't say that. And until you prove to me that it was not your son, right, that beat up his wife and children, I'm going to carry on spreading that. And I'm going to carry on spreading that you brought up a son who thinks it's funny to make dirty, perverted fucking jokes about Madeleine McCann and Baby P. You also spend days in bed when there's no electric. When your daughter comes in from school, when she used to come in from school, rather than ask her what kind of day she had, it's go and put the kettle on and make me a coffee. If you don't, there'll be consequences. That's what you say to her, isn't it, Jupiter? your husband comes in from work. It's not, right, I've got to go now, I've got to make his dinner. No. You don't even get off the phone, do you? No. You just sit there carrying on like he hasn't walked through the door. Unbelievable bullshit. Unbelievable. Bad marriage. Bad marriage. Failed marriage. That's what that is. And there's something else very funny about Facebook. These days I'm finding Facebook very funny because, you know, in my family, and in a lot of families are friends with families on Facebook. But in some families, and Big Mama's family, they're not friends with each other. Brothers aren't friends with brothers, and sisters aren't friends with sisters. And it's weird. It's just strange. You know, they don't seem to like each other. Maybe that's the way they were dragged up, you know. Because after all, didn't you have to wait for the next door neighbour? Because you had no fucking shoes for them for school. So the next door neighbour came round with some shoes. Remember that? Yeah? I mean, you need to stop it, right? You need to stop it. But then enjoy, and keep going on about Robert Naira, because then